Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to Goodnight Scotland, a good night podcast for boys and girls everywhere. I'm your host, Joel.
And I'm your co-host, Scotland.
And together we're here to wish you a good night. And we have our... Scotland, do you want to do the honors?
Our co-host, Holly.
Thank you. Our coco-host, Holly.
Or co-holy host. I like that.
All right.
That's cute.
All right. Scotland, do you have to help out around the house?
Yes.
All right. Just wanted to establish that before our story tonight. I am here for one purpose this evening, and that is to read you and boys and girls everywhere a bedtime story. Would you like that?
Yes.
All right. I am going to read you a story called The Little Red Hen. Have I ever read you that story?
No.
I don't think I have. It's a classic. So, if everyone snuggles down in their beds, close your eyes, and enjoy the story.
Sounds like a plan.
A little red hen once found a grain of wheat. "Who will plant this wheat?" she said. "I won't," says the dog. "I won't," says the cat. "I won't," says the pig. "I won't," says the turkey. "Then I will," says the little red hen. Cluck, cluck. So she planted the grain of wheat. Very soon the wheat began to grow, and the green leaves came out of the ground. The sun shone and the rain fell, and the wheat kept on growing until it was tall, strong, and ripe. "Who will reap this wheat?" says the little red hen. "I won't," says the dog. "I won't," says the cat. "I won't," says the pig. "I won't," says the turkey. "I will then," says the little red hen. Cluck, cluck. So she reaped the wheat. "Who will thresh this wheat?" says the little red hen. "I won't," says the dog. "I won't," says the cat. "I won't," says the pig. "I won't," says the turkey. "I will then," says the little red hen. Cluck, cluck. So she threshed the wheat. "Who will take this wheat to the mill to have it ground?" says the little red hen. "I won't," says the dog. "I won't," says the cat. "I won't," says the pig. "I won't," says the turkey. "I will then," says the little red hen. Cluck, cluck. So she took the wheat to the mill, and by she came back with the flour. "Who will bake this flour?" says the little red hen. "I won't," says the dog. "I won't," says the cat. "I won't," says the pig. "I won't," says the turkey. "I will then," says the little red hen. Cluck, cluck. So she baked the flour and made a loaf of bread. "Who will eat this bread?" says the little red hen. "I will," says the dog. "I will," says the cat. "I will," says the pig. "I will," says the turkey. "No, I will," says the little red hen. Cluck, cluck. And she ate up the loaf of bread. The end.
Wow, thank you for that story. I'm not sure if I've ever heard that story before. I probably have. I've been around a few years. But let's talk about the lesson that could be learned from the story of what were our animals again? That was the little red hen, the turkey.
What else, Scotland? Do you remember any of them?
The dog, the cat, the pig, the turkey.
Okay, thank you. That's our full cast of characters.
Yeah.
And also the hen.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So although it may be difficult for us all to try to picture a hen baking a cake and doing all the tasks,
Right.
in harvesting, planting and harvesting and milling and doing all that to get the end result there. What is the lesson? Once we use our imagination and we picture this hen accomplishing all those tasks, what is the lesson we can draw from this story? I think there's an important lesson in there. Scotland, do you have any takeaways from that story? We might say, how can that apply to your life? Or is there anything we can learn from it?
I have something to say. So how did the hen do all that work with its wings?
Well,
Because it would bend.
That's right. We have to use our imagination just a little bit. But let's just say the hen is a masterful chef and makes a loaf of bread. What did you learn from the story?
Nothing?
Okay, well, I can tell you what I learned from the story.
You tell us, yeah.
If you want to enjoy the fruit, the good fruit in life, you have to put in the work to get it. You can't just laze your way through life and get all good things coming to you. You have to work hard for things. All right?
Okay.
So there's a saying, if you don't work, you don't eat.
That's right.
So obviously when you're a kid, your parents feed you and give you clothes and all of those things, which parents love to do for their children. But part of the parents' job is also to teach their children how to work and how to develop these skills that will see them through their life of being able to work hard. And I'll tell you this, and I think we've said this in another podcast, is hard work is actually sometimes a lot of fun.
That's right.
There's a lot of fun in doing some hard work. If you'd like to email us, you can email us at goodnight@goodnightscotland.com. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, we are at Goodnight Scotland. And if you'd like to support the show, you can do so by clicking the support the show link in the description box below. But other than that, we hope that you enjoyed tonight's episode. I hope that you have a great night's sleep. And good night, boys and girls everywhere. And of course, good night, Scotland.